it down!
Morning glory and hallelujah, everybody. It is the morning after with Nick and Big J. Here we are. Friday morning, Big J, 23rd day of January 2026. My name is Nick. I present to you now officially the aforementioned Big J. Good morning, Big J.
Hello, good morning.
Happy Friday to you and yours.
Yeah, Friday, baby.
What are the weekend plans, dude?
Let's see, we got an album release party tomorrow at the Record Exchange.
Hell yeah, dude.
Megadeth, that's going to be so much fun. I can't wait to do that.
Starts at 1, in case you're curious, everybody.
Yeah, starts at 1. Everybody come on down, hang out, and the Record Exchange is just so fun, man. It's just a great place, and we're so lucky to have it. So I'm looking forward to that. And then, of course, Sunday, Nick, it's, championship weekend, baby.
Yep. We're going to get into Big J's picks for the weekend games before the show is out. But I believe he's kind of figured out who those were the second the games were announced, didn't you? I don't think you've changed your opinion too much on who you think is going to win, have you?
I mean, I don't know. I'm still...
Really?
But we'll talk about it.
Okay. We'll get into it for Big J's picks for the championship weekend. Who's headed to the Super Bowl. Of course, we're also going to have a visit from the Comedy Lounge today. That should be a whole lot of fun. And listen, we got tickets to give away to Bad Flower, The Devil Wears Prada. Big J's going to give us our Song of the Week.
Oh, yeah.
Should be a good Friday show. Let's get started with some Radiohead, shall we? This is Creep on the morning after on the X.
Spanning the globe in search of news. Important stuff.
Launch newsfeed.
On the morning after with Nick and Big J.
Important stuff brought to you by Beacon Plumbing. You could freaking call Beacon 208-516-2061, or you could visit their website online at beaconplumbing.com. Big J, speaking of freaking, when you're done with your vape, what do you do with it, dude?
I don't have a vape.
What do you do with it, though? When you want to get rid of it?
Throw it away?
No, man.
No, what do you do?
No.
Burn it?
No. But there was a whole situation because of that scenario right there. Boise firefighters had to put out a garbage truck fire around 7 o'clock in the morning yesterday after somebody threw out their vape with a lithium-ion battery, and it ignited, Big J, setting the whole damn truck on fire. So the truck's load had to be dumped in a parking lot so crews could actually put out the flames. The good news was no injuries were reported. But, of course, lithium-ion batteries, which are commonly found in vapes and other electronics, can catch fire when they are crushed. And that's exactly what happened inside the back of this trash truck. And so that creates a danger for the drivers, damaging equipment, all these things. Vapes, cell phones, those kind of things that have lithium-ion batteries should not be placed in the trash. You should not recycle them. You should not put them in your compost bin. You need to take those things to Boise's free household hazardous waste sites that are located on the City of Boise website, telling you where to drop things like that off. Don't be chucking them in your garbage, Big J. Stuff like this happens, you see?
Crazy.
Could have hurt somebody.
Yeah.
And so the good news is everybody's okay, but this serves as a reminder because, listen, I don't know much, but that trash fire had to smell awful, right?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
Poor firefighters.
And the trash driver. I was like, is that me?
I feel like he's accustomed, or they are accustomed to a certain smell.
I'm not talking about the smell. I'm talking about, like, realizing your truck is on fire.
Oh, God, yeah, that would be the worst.
Crazy. Big J, you're a fan of Jason Kelce. Agree or disagree?
Oh, I love him, yeah.
He has announced that he'll attempt his first ever public basketball dunk during the 76ers game next Thursday. The 38-year-old football legend and father of four admits it'll be a maximum celebration or public shame. But either way, he's going to go in and try to have some fun and see if he can dunk. I don't think he'll be able to dunk.
No,
right?
He's getting close. I've seen some practice runs. But yeah, he's not going to. It's going to be a disaster.
Let's just hope he just doesn't hurt himself.
He'll be fine.
Big J, if you are interested in the next throes of what the Star Wars universe looks like, Disney Plus is launching a new animated series. It is called Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord on April 6th. If you had to guess, what do you think that show's about?
Darth Maul.
Nailed it.
My guess.
2 episodes are going to drop each week, leading up to the final pair on May 4th. Get it, Big J? It wraps up on May 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
The series takes place after the Clone Wars. It follows Darth Maul as he rebuilds his criminal network on a remote world untouched by the Empire. They have changed the voice of Darth Maul as well, so it's a whole new kind of thing. So it's after the Clone Wars, before Solo. You get it? I imagine. I don't know.
I don't know where does that land in Phantom Menace?
Well, that
like
means,
he's dead.
Well, no, the Clone Wars happened after this, so he's now that spider body that happened in the Clone Wars at this point.
Oh.
He's got spider legs on the bottom of him. He's still been halved by.
So somebody found him.
Qui-Gon.
Like there was a bottom to where he fell. I guess
it covers it in Clone Wars. I cannot remember. All I remember is he shows up. He's got a brother, and he's like got a spider bottom. And that's
I don't like
how
the
he
spider bottom.
Well, I
don't
mean,
like that.
Like it or not, that's how he shows up in Solo too. You just don't see it, but that has to be canon. So we will see where this thing goes. It is an animated series, Big J, so I know you won't watch it, but it is out there for those of you that enjoy all Star Wars content. Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your first round of important stuff. It is the X Rocks. Smells Like Teen Spirit, Nirvana on the Morning After with Nick and Big J. Big J, it's one of our favorite subjects, football.
Football, hut, hut.
We enjoy it. We love it. The Super Bowl is a couple weeks away. And tradition states that we need to have a big game party here at the X, and we will. And
tradition makes it necessary.
It does. We have to continue the fun that is our big game party. We will give you all the details on that come Monday. So you're going to want to pay attention to find out where you're going to want to watch the game with us if you want to hang out. But the American Sociological Review did a study about the big game and why big game parties are so popular when a lot of times people enjoy watching football by themselves or just kind of hanging out. Every once in a while you'll have a get-together, but usually you are in the comfort of your own home watching a football game and enjoying it or not enjoying it, whatever the case may be. But there are a lot more opportunities for people to enjoy football in a group setting on Super Bowl Sunday. And the answer is, at least according to the report where they did 10 years of study, Big J, that's the one day where we actually enjoy the shared experience of watching football with a group of friends as opposed to the game itself. The game is something, but usually it's like, hey, we get to hang out we don't get to see each other all that much. It's an excuse for all of us to get together. It's one of the few events where you're like, I got to get off my ass and actually do something with other people. And it's nice to have that camaraderie and enjoy. We like the yelling. We like the laughing. We like the personalities. We like the commercials. There's so much more that goes into this particular event than just the game itself, because the other side of the coin is a vast majority of the people watching the game really have no dog in the fight. Their team has been eliminated or whatever the case may be. So they're just hoping for a good game. Maybe they're rooting for one over the other because they're sick of one thing or another.
Maybe they hate one of the teams with all of their heart and are hoping for a similar situation that happened in a previous Super Bowl.
So who knows what it could be? Your motivations, I mean, you don't even know who's going to be in there yet. But your motivations are your own as to why that's the case. But it certainly is a good kind of thing to go, yeah, you know what? It is nice to kind of get together every once in a while and hang out when you don't have a usual opportunity to do that. So it really is about the people and the hanging out that day and less about the game itself. Although the game is obviously important, it gives us a reason to do so. We're more interested in just chilling out and hanging out.
Sure. I think that's the nature of watching sports, though.
Yeah, but we don't do it in like a gigantic group all the time.
Right.
You're watching it more individually you are than, unless there's like a huge gigantic event, but they don't get much bigger than the Super Bowl, you know?
Yep.
And so when it comes down to that, people are like, well, listen, you know, I can understand if you're into it, if your team is playing in like a divisional game, of course, then you're going to want to be on all alert. But what happens when your team is eliminated? You still want to be a part of the fun. You like hanging out with your buddies. You like having a good time. You like being in that kind of atmosphere and enjoying things. And so that's why we get together and have some fun. And there's nothing wrong with that. Agree or disagree?
Damn right.
So tune in Monday for all the details on where the X's big game party is going to be. We are very excited for it. We're also excited for Big J's Song of the Week. That's going to come up next on the X Rocks. AC/DC here on the Morning After with Nick and Big J. Every Friday, Big J picks out a song of the week for you to get the blood flowing for the weekend. First, we find out the what, then we find out the why. Big J, please, your selection this week.
Yeah, this is Gwar covering a pop song called Pink Pony Club.
All right, it's Big J's Song of the Week on the X. Big J song of the week. That is Guar's cover of Pink Pony Club. What you playing that song for, Big J?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's hilarious. AV Club is where you can find that. I'll post a video, which is hilarious, on the Morning After Facebook page, Nick. It's part of their Undercover series that they do. Guar has done a handful of these songs, and it just, man, I mean, they're so good, and they're dressed up in all this stuff, and they're amazing musicians. And I just feel they never get the credit for that part of what they do. And that's why I love these AV Club Undercover episodes that they do, because you just see how amazing that they are. And, hey, they're coming to town April 15th at the Treefort Music Hall, so you get a chance to. I doubt they'll play that, but we've had tons of fun with their songs. I'm just Ken. I mean, it's been a lot of fun. That
was last year, yeah.
Exactly.
The most impressive thing to me about that song, and as good as it sounds, that's recorded live. Like, they just did that in one take.
Rip it out, man.
And so they're having fun. They're rocking out. They're a good time. And, Guar does the Undercover series better than anybody else. So make sure you grab your tickets for sure to see Guar when they come to town. Morning After with Nick and Big J. Some important stuff on the way. We also have a little bit of We're Going to Hell. It's coming up on the X Rocks.
Here's traffic inside
On the Morning After with Nick and Big J.
Big J, a lot of fat people in America. You understand this, right?
Yeah. But I think there might be more than skinny people.
But we're trying to change that. And we talked about how big the weight loss medications are in the year 2026, with everybody sticking a needle somewhere. And none of that is cheap, Big J. The average American that is trying to lose weight will spend about $12,000 in the year 2026 to do so. They spent about $11,308 in 2025, so that amount of money is expected to go up. It's $1,000 a month, and that includes like medicines, that includes supplements, that includes, food that's better for you than normal, you know what I mean? Like, instead of stopping and getting fast food.
Yeah.
Respondents estimated they would save about $200 a month if they reach their target weight through reduced fast food purchases, lower grocery bills, fewer clothing purchases. Over the past decade, participants tried and failed to reach their weight goals on average about 6 times. So we're going at it for the 7th time in 2026 and hoping this one turns out better and spending a lot of money in order to do that. But the beauty of it is, despite those failures, a bunch of people still have hope. 77% say this is the year, dude. Going to lose that weight in 2026, baby. The survey also found that 86% would pursue their goals more intensely if they saw some success. That trying to get over that hump of like not seeing any weight loss kind of in the beginning of it really does bum people out. You know what I mean? They make all these changes for like a month or whatever. It costs them all that money and they're down like 3 pounds. And that just like usually makes them jump off board. And that's the problem.
Yep.
So it's tough. It's not easy. And it certainly isn't cheap, Big J. Agree or disagree?
Nope.
But if you want to do it, that's the kind of commitment you have to make, I suppose. But yeah, best of luck if that's part of your journey. Big J, it's Championship Sunday. We've got a couple of games lined up in the National Football League. On Sunday, the Los Angeles Rams will travel to Seattle to play the Seahawks for a chance to go to the Super Bowl. Third game between the two this season. They have split them before. Each team winning one game and each team winning at home. Now, Seattle is favored by 2.5 points in this particular matchup. Who does Big J like in the NFC Championship game?
Yeah, I mean, I'll say, I think the Seahawks will win. I don't want them to win. I think it'll be a good game. It could be an either or here, really, because these two teams are pretty good. But the Seattle defense is insane. They have been amazing all year, and it sucks. But, good for Seattle Seahawks fans. So I'll probably give the edge there to the Seahawks. Going to be a bummer of a Super Bowl for me.
A 2.5 point favorite at this point essentially is a pick 'em, really, because you get 3 points at home.
I would be happy with a different outcome than that. But I've been picking against the Seahawks all season, and they just do nothing but win. So thought I'd throw in something different here
and see if you can jinx them with a choice.
I can't jinx them. That doesn't exist.
On Sunday afternoon, the Patriots travel to Denver to play the Broncos in the AFC Championship game. Of course, the Broncos will be without their quarterback, Bo Nix. Jared Stidham sticking in. He, of course, is, what did I say?
Stidham?
What's his name?
Stidham.
Stidham?
Yes.
That's a problem. And this is the 15th year in a row that the AFC Championship will feature either New England or Kansas City. So the consistency continues on the AFC side of things.
God, at the beginning of the wild card week, right? We're like, you know what? It's going to be a fresh Super Bowl matchup.
Well, you
right?
certainly thought that.
I did, and then I was like, now that the Texans were out of it and C.J. Stroud can't do anything but lose the ball to the other team, I'm going unfortunate here, Patriots.
All right. So you think it's going to be a Patriots-Seahawks Super Bowl matchup?
A rematch, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it all shakes out. Now, listen.
Either way, we're going to have a rematch. It's either going to be the Seahawks or the Rams. Both of those teams have lost to the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Unless Denver gets by.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, I mean, you did credit Seattle's defense, and Denver has the number one defense in the league. Not a lot of credit there.
Yeah, well, here's the problem. They also have they had an inconsistent offense, even with their boy Bo Nix in there, and was struggling to close out games. This time, the Patriots have a really good defense as well, and a good offense with a guy who's up for the MVP. So, I mean, I think that that's a push, and I think that the Patriots got a lot more mojo going, especially without winning the conference champion, or not the conference champion, winning the division championship, and then immediately losing your quarterback. I mean, that seems hard for them to come back from, but be surprised.
Wouldn't be the first time a team was able to advance to the Super Bowl, right, when that happened to them. So it's not like it hasn't happened before, but Big J likes the Seahawks and he likes the Patriots. We'll see what happens.
What do you like
on Sunday? I'm of the mind of the same kind of thing. I think both Seattle and I think the Patriots are going to win. But I mean, listen, I don't want to count out the Rams either. That offense is really, really good. But playing in Seattle and playing in Denver, both are really, really hard places to win, man. They are. Yeah,
it's going to be cold and rainy in Seattle, allegedly, and it's going to be a really cold game in Denver.
Should be fun. Watch the games on Sunday and see who advances. Big J, the world was on fire yesterday. Every now and again, we get these reminders of how reliant we are on technology, and it bites us in the ass because yesterday afternoon there was a Microsoft outage. So the tech people were investigating an outage that affected Microsoft 65, Outlook, and a bunch of other Microsoft services pretty much in the majority of Thursday afternoon, which essentially shuts down businesses in the United States of America. Everybody is connected to 365 or Outlook in some way, usually. And it serves as a reminder of how reliant we are on things like this, because when they go sideways, you essentially can't really do anything, And it's not like anybody can fix it. They have to fix it from the top up.
Yeah.
And so it was a problem. I think it came back on around 5:30 or so our time. But yeah, being without email and issues and stuff, it's tough to do your job. But this is the way that we've chosen to go. We're all in on technology. When they go sideways, we're elite.
Especially on a day when we're waiting for a very important email. like, oh no, what's going to happen?
Yeah, I was really worried.
Yeah.
But we got that email.
Yep.
So, yay. Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your important stuff. We're going to go to hell next on the X.
Going to hell, right?
The Morning After with Nick and Big J on 100.3 The X rocks.
Question for you, Big J.
Yeah.
You ever been in a food fight? Like a full-on, Animal House style food fight?
No, I haven't. No.
Okay. I haven't either.
I don't think they're that common.
I was going to say, popular culture makes it feel like food fights happen on a fairly regular basis, but I have never taken part in one, nor have I seen one really with my own eyes. I've seen food thrown around, of course, and somebody throw something, but not like a full-on, chaos ensuing kind of a food fight.
Yeah.
But I kind of want you to picture that scene, and now I want you to place that food fight in an airplane.
Ooh.
Because that's the tale of today's We're Going to Hell story. It happened inside the cabin of a Southwest Airlines flight. And it started, Big J, when a passenger just became convinced that another dude on the flight was flirting with his wife, right? So that's your triggering event. I cannot confirm or deny that this actually had happened because the video footage that we have of this altercation happens by the time this guy's already pretty upset. You know what I'm saying? I can't even tell from the footage what dude on the plane he's originally angry at. You know what I mean?
Right.
But apparently that's what set him off. He thought some dude was flirting with his wife. Witnesses say he absolutely flipped out. Then the whole thing got caught on video. Of course, there's multiple angles of this whole thing. It's blowing up on Instagram right now. But then a flight attendant comes back and confronts the man and says, hey, listen, you are being disruptive. We're going to remove you from the plane. And that's when other passengers start cheering. You know what I mean? Like they start getting into it. They start getting into it and get all like very happy that this disruptive dude is leaving the plane. And that just escalates the situation, right?
Yes.
One guy chimes in and says, quote, everybody wants you off, dude. And then that fuels a straight up meltdown. So here's the deal. This guy apparently got on the plane with some food, like a pizza and some other food in like a plastic bag, right?
That's what I'm talking about.
You do that on a plane? Bring out a full pizza
No,
box?
I've never done that. I would never do that. I mean, that's the last thing a fat guy needs to do is roll onto the plane with a whole pizza.
And so,
I'm just jealous.
as he stood up, a man, and he started asking people how they would react if somebody talked to his wife. And flight attendants tried to calm him down, but he kept shouting and then threatened a bunch of people in the area. When someone jokingly offered, quote, I'll give you $1 for a slice. That's when he picked up the pizza and starts throwing a bag of food and pizza at everybody on the plane. They get mad. Security then steps in. They drag him off the plane. Eventually, it's fine, but it's one of those deals where I can't think of a worse place to have a food fight than a passenger plane.
For real.
Not a lot of place to move around. Can't get clean. If something falls on you or you collect some shrapnel, you know what I mean?
I'm ashamed to admit this, Nick, but last week I was over at my kid's house and I was watching the dogs, and so I was bored. I was watching Hulu, and A&E has a bunch of their shows on there, and there's this terrible one, and it's like airline fights. And all it is just stories about these people who got dragged off of the airline. I mean,
and you're
there's
locked in.
So
you're watching.
many of them.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
There's so many, and I'm like, oh my God, what am I watching? This is awful.
Well, you couldn't stop watching, right?
I couldn't. No.
You were locked in, and this is
But
another
the
situation.
people standing up and cheering.
Yeah.
After the ass hat is taken off the plane. It's hilarious every time.
I was shocked in this particular instance how many people were chirping at the guy. You know, it's like, what? How do you think that's going to go if you start getting yourself involved in this altercation?
You've lost your mind at that point. Like, you've lost all reason when it's you in this closed environment, and you're upset. At that point, you're told you can't do something. That switch flips, and you're not using common sense.
No,
you're not mentally there.
And then people are making fun of you and chirping, and like then you get you more ticked off. Like, I mean, like all that does is escalate the
that's
situation.
Why it's thank God we can't take in weapons to an airplane at this point in society.
Yeah. Morning After with Nick and Big J. Food's for eating, not for throwing. There's your we're going to hell story. It is the X Rocks. That is Mammoth, and that is The Spell here on the Morning After with Nick and Big J. We've been working in this world of rock music long enough to know in some particular circles, Big J, there's a certain stigma attached to people who enjoy this type of music. Agree or disagree?
Yeah.
Sometimes people equate it with whatever. I mean, you have your own kind of conclusions that you draw from the music that you listen to, and it's not like we're guilty or not guilty of drawing our own conclusions about people that listen to music that we don't like, right, Big J?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, you do it with country music all the time.
Well, no, not really. I just hate country music.
But, of course, there are people out there that just don't think whatever, if you listen to this type of music, rock music, heavy metal music, whatever the case may be, that you have a lot of future in you. And it turns out, Big J, listen, man, that's just not true. As a matter of fact, they did a 11-year study, Big J, for the National Academy for the Gifted and Talented Youth of America. And they found out that odds are, if you like rock and heavy metal music, you are probably very, very intelligent, Big J. How does it feel to be on the good side for one?
It's nice, man.
Huh?
Usually not the case.
Because, sometimes if you're a metalhead, you can, see this like a Hesher attitude treated towards people or whatever the case may be. But the study found that kind of stuff just isn't true or few and far between. Not just, listening to heavy metal music does not make you a genius one for one. But for the most part,
clearly,
very intelligent people find themselves outsiders in a lot of communities for one reason or another. And for that reason, they can sometimes find themselves drawn to heavy metal music because that is music of the outsiders as well, anti-establishment, those kinds of things. And it helps people deal with stress. It helps them find other people that are like-minded, that have the same opinions, that do the same things. And somehow, that's how you find your community.
Yeah.
And so we've often said music can bring people together, of course, and I think that's true for any particular type of music that's out there. You pick a genre, you could find people that like that kind of stuff, but it is interesting that highly intelligent people find themselves on the outside looking in sometimes. They find themselves drawn to a genre of music that also is that way. Heavy metal music has never been the most popular or top 40 or any of that particular kind of stuff. And so it's kind of been on the outside looking in, a little bit niche, and they enjoy that particular type of stuff because that's where intelligent people are drawn, Big J.
Interesting.
And look at you now.
Yeah.
I'll say it for some of the most intelligent people I know listen to rock and heavy metal music, Big J.
Some of the most moronic idiots I know also listen to rock music.
Yeah.
So,
Once
to
again,
equal things out a little bit.
It's not one for one. There are certainly peaks and valleys in every single category. But it is interesting to me that, especially when you're younger and you find yourself in that particular time frame of like 10 to 18, where a lot of our formative decisions are made about who we are, who we will become, what we're going to do, you find yourself drawn to this type of music. Because I think you came along a little bit later on in life, but for a long time, I was not a rock fan, and then I became a rock fan when I was like 14, 15 years old. A light switch turned on in my brain, and I was like, this is the kind of music that I enjoy, and that's the kind of people that I gravitated towards.
I think that portion of like that, the switch and it snaps, and you're like, this is what I think it's live music. I think it's live rock music for sure.
I've told you
that really makes the difference, and be like, man, there's just something about it that is different than everything else.
That's how it was with me. I saw a concert and I was like, this is awesome. And it was Bush and No Doubt. And I was like, obviously Gwen Stefani didn't hurt when I was 15 years old. But I was like, this is it. This is where it was a great show. It was amazing. It was so much fun. And I just gravitated myself towards that style of music and found other types of music in those other genres that I enjoyed and haven't changed since, Big J, and it feels pretty good. And I'm not the most intelligent person in the world, but
you're pretty smart.
I feel like I'm doing okay. And I found a lot of like-minded and smart people in that particular area as well. So you know what? If you like this kind of music, guess what? You're pretty damn smart to me. What do you think about that, Big J?
Well, I know everybody listening right now is very intelligent.
Yeah. Very intelligent.
For many reasons.
And handsome and attractive. Agree or disagree, Big J?
Mostly.
All right. Morning After with Nick and Big J. Coming up in a few minutes, some important stuff and your pop culture smackdown. It's next on the X.
Important stuff.
What's going on in the news today?
The Morning After with Nick and Big J.
Important Stuff is brought to you by The Record Exchange. Tomorrow, 1 o'clock, join the X at The Record Exchange for the Megadeth Mega Weekend. Big J going to be your host as they listen to Megadeth's final studio album in its entirety. Plus, you can win some great stuff like vinyl exclusives and an autographed Megadeth poster as well, plus some great stuff from the X. So make sure you join us 1 o'clock tomorrow with the X at The Record Exchange. That's 11th and Idaho in downtown Boise for some fun. Big J, what would you say are your hobbies, sir?
Let's see, gaming, motorcycling, and I would think that's about rounded up right now.
Anything new added to the 2026 list? Like you'd like to increase your hobbying? Or
I got enough.
Different?
I feel like I need to get rid of one of those. The gaming part.
Reading is the top hobby trend for 2026. As once again, traditional pastimes. Well, I've been reading for a while, but according to a new poll of 20,000 adults, the survey found that 29% of Americans plan to increase the amount of reading they do per week or month this year. Learning a new language came in second place. You tried that once. And then followed by baking and gardening. Creative writing and audiobooks also made the top 10. 35% want to learn a new skill, while 30% say they're seeking more creative outlets. You, on the other hand, Big J, you want to take away one of your hobbies so that you're down to just one, right?
Well, I'm spending too much time doing it and not enough other time. Maybe looking for new hobbies.
Of course, mindful activities like sewing and knitting, of course, are also very popular. And chess is another one that's starting to see a bit of a resurgence in the year 2026. 32% say they lack of time is the biggest reason why they can't pursue a new hobby, but they want to make an effort in 2026, and we wish you all the best of luck if that's what you want to do.
Yeah,
Monday,
get out there.
Indiana beat Miami for the national championship in college football this week. You cannot deny that, right, Big J?
No, I will not deny it.
They became the 11th team in history to win a championship in both football and basketball. Now, there are 136 teams in NCAA Division I, but only 11 who have had that particular kind of, I guess, banner to hang from the ceiling. Can you name the other teams, Big J, that have won both a national football championship and a national basketball championship?
I mean, I'm kind of iffy on this. UCLA?
Yes.
Okay.
Lots of Big Ten teams in there, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Michigan.
Yep.
Ohio State.
Yep.
How many teams were there?
11.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm not running out of steam here. Notre Dame's probably never won a national championship in basketball.
No.
USC?
No.
No. Okay, crazy. I'm out.
Arkansas did it.
Arkansas.
Cal did it. Florida did it. Indiana, of course. Maryland, Michigan, Michigan State, Ohio State, Stanford, Syracuse, and UCLA.
Oh, wow. Stanford.
Are
Wow.
your teams
Okay.
that have won national championships in football and in basketball on the college side of things. Congratulations to them. Big J, you remember Bobby Costas, right?
Bob Costas. Little Bob Costas.
Now that baseball is returning to NBC,
Still alive.
Bob Costas is going to do so as well. He will be the host of the pregame show for Sunday Night Baseball on NBC. The program will air before games broadcast on NBC and Peacock. His first appearance is set for March 26th when the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers face the Arizona Diamondbacks. Of course, Costas hasn't been on NBC since 2019. That's when he left the network, but now he's back because baseball's back, and that's his favorite thing. There's at one point a lot of push for him to be the baseball commissioner, if you remember,
Right.
back in the day, but that never came to fruition. But now he's back doing some baseball stuff, so you see him back on your TV if you're watching the baseball. Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your important stuff. Your Pop Culture Smackdown becomes next on the X Rocks. Ozzy Osbourne, Crazy Train here on the Morning After with Nick and Big J. Always nice when we can give you a world premiere of an artist we absolutely love. Big J, who can we world premiere for the good audience today?
How about some Robert Zombie?
That sounds good to me. What's the name of the song?
I'm a rock and roller.
Here it comes on the X.
Yes, indeedy. And we have some tickets to hook you up with. Bad Flower coming to town, hitting the Knitting Factory on March 4th. They're such a great band, man. It is going to be a blast. We're going to get you set up for tickets for free after you beat me in Pop Culture Smackdown. I believe in you.
Here comes our phone number, 208-287-1003. If you'd like these Bad Flower tickets, of course, that's only half the battle. You then have to get at least one pop culture question right and hope Big J stumbles along the way. At some point while you're still on the phone, if you can knock that out of the park, congratulations. You're going to that Bad Flower show on us. Big J, are you prepared?
Yes.
All right, let's go to the phone. Hello, the X.
Hello, how's it going?
Good, man. What's up? What's your name?
This is Trevor.
Trevor, you're up first. Trevor, this actress showed up in the latest season of Stranger Things, but also played the role of Sarah Connor in the movie The Terminator. Who is it?
Oh, man, that's... hang on.
I'll be
Oh,
back.
my God.
That's
Damn it. I don't got it.
Nothing?
How can I not? I can't. I got to see something.
You have no choice. Hello, the X.
Well,
How's it going, man?
Good, man. This actress showed up in the latest season of Stranger Things, but also played the iconic role of Sarah Connor in the Terminator movie. Who are we talking about?
Oh, gosh. I got her on the tip of my tongue. Oh, my God. Man. What's her dang name again?
Yep. So we're looking for her dang name again.
Her dang name is Linda Hamilton.
Thanks, Google. That's right. You're taking on Big J. Big J, what 2001 movie starred Halle Berry, John Travolta, and Hugh Jackman?
Oh, Swordfish.
I knew you'd get that one right.
God bless it.
Back to you, sir.
go
Mariska
watch that later.
Hargitay famously stars in what long-running TV show?
Could you repeat that? I didn't hear you
Sure.
quite clearly.
Mariska Hargitay famously stars in what very long-running television show?
Oh, man. I have no idea.
It might never end. Can you believe she's 62?
No. Hello, the X.
Still looks great.
Hey,
Hey.
Mariska Hargitay famously stars in what very long-running television show?
Law and Order SVU.
That is correct. You're now taking on Big J. Big J, in the TV show The Simpsons, what is Milhouse's last name? Everything's coming out Milhouse.
Oh, man. Brockovich? Milhouse Brockovich.
No relation to Aaron. That means you are the winner, sir. Do you happen to know the answer?
No, I do not.
They are the Van Houtens. Right. The Van Houtens.
Man. The Van Houtens.
Good job, man. Hang on one
Famous
second.
rich group.
We'll hook you up with those tickets to go check out Bad Flower coming up in March at the Knitting Factory. There's your Pop Culture Smackdown. We're going to talk Comedy Lounge. It's going to happen next on the X Rocks.
Here's traffic.
It is Friday. It's time to tell you what's happening at the Comedy Lounge. So it's always nice when we can welcome Coral into the studio. Good morning, Coral.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming
Yay.
in. And there are times where you need some help with a little extra promo. This weekend is not one of those times at all. You're good.
Correct. Yeah. It just gives me extra promo for what's up to come.
I love it. I love it.
But let's sell out those other shows.
We love sold out weekends at the Comedy Lounge, and you have one this weekend.
We do, yes. AJ Wilkerson, Captain Autism. Bert Kreischer pulled him under his wing a couple years ago, took him on tour with him, and just gave him the name that he totally deserved. This dude is hilarious. We had him last May, I want to say. Just about sold out a Wednesday show with like 10 days notice. So we're like, we're definitely having you back. You are awesome. And so funny. Like,
Yeah.
I could not believe it.
Yeah, great dude.
Yeah, not surprised at all that these shows sold out both for tonight and tomorrow night. But that does mean that you can jump on loungeboise.com, and you have some kick-ass shows coming up as well that people can check out.
So many. We've got John Caparulo coming in next weekend. He's going to do a Thursday through Saturday run. You've seen him on the Blue Collar Comedy Tour, Vince Vaughn's Wild West Tour, Ron White's Salute the Troops. Like, he's been on a bunch of stuff. He's also the one, I believe, that turned us onto Vet Tix, which is free tickets for veterans and first responders, which is an awesome service. So if you're a veteran or first responder, check it out. We throw up a number of tickets for every show up on there just to appreciate our veterans and first responders, because you do so much for this community.
That's awesome. It's really awesome. It's great that he does that. And of course, yeah, that's next weekend. So there's shows there that you can grab. And then like the calendar continues to fill up through February and beyond, right?
Oh, so much. February, we're kicking it off with Johnny LaQuasto. He, I believe, was a commentator for the WWE. So if you're a wrestling fan, get your tickets now, because he's going to sell out. Jen has been giggling and giddy over this one. She's a huge wrestling fan. So anytime she gets to
Never would have thought that.
Oh, I know. I know the creator of the Stand Up SmackDown. Like,
Yeah. Right? Weird.
Yeah, good point.
But totally.
yeah. I just wish we could do it in the round with a 16-foot wrestling ring in the club again, because that is so much fun.
That is a lot of fun. I forgot that you guys set up a whole wrestling ring to make it part of the excitement. Yeah. You're
Like, we're not going to do that again.
We still have foam on some of our rafters to make sure nobody hits their head.
That's awesome. You can grab your tickets at loungeboise.com. Any other shows you want to highlight?
Yeah. So if you don't have any plans for Valentine's Day, we are doing a Valentine's Day show. It is by our Uproar Improv team, which is so great. I don't know if you've gotten to see them, but Daniel Maggard heads up that crew and does a phenomenal job. These theme shows are some of my favorites, because they usually do a really silly reenactment of some sort of like terrible date or whatever.
Okay.
And So, and if Valentine's is not your thing, we are doing a karaoke night at the lounge after the show. And it's going to be love ballads and breakup songs. So it's kind of like our anti-Valentine's.
I love it.
Do whatever you want, just having a good time. Just come out, see your community, and have fun.
And you got great big names like Gabriel Rutledge coming back. Shantae Wayans is coming back as well. They're all on the schedule.
Yeah.
If you want to grab your tickets, loungeboise.com is where you can go to make sure you grab them. Of course, you still have the gift cards as well. If you want to do some gifts or if you want to grab some shows in bulk form, you can do that as well. But it's awesome that you have so many great shows coming up. It's going to be a great year for the lounge.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Loungeboise.com is where you can go to grab your tickets. As always, Coral, thank you for coming in. We appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
You're the best.
Morning After with Nick and Big J. Some headlines on the way on the X.
Like your daily update of really stupid stuff. It's time for headlines on the Morning After with Nick and Big J.
Headlines are as follows. Nice work, Mom. Catch up, or where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
A supermarket in South Florida has a beef with a customer who walked out of the store with some extra meat in his pants. Surveillance cameras captured a man stuffing a $100 cowboy steak down his pants, Big J.
Yeah.
At one point, an employee walked by him and the man gave back the steak. Workers thought that was all he had hidden and then chased him out of the store. But one worker who was on break happened to see him outside, saw him pull a damn brisket out of it with a bottle of wine, too.
What? Where?
In his pants. He called the police, and suspect dropped the meat and wine and ran off. He was gone by the time cops arrived, but they do have a description and video of him. They don't be stealing from grocery stores, everybody.
How do you fit a brisket in your pants?
I feel like you have to come prepared for that.
Couldn't have been a full pack of brisket. It had to be just like a flat.
Don't know.
Crazy.
All they said was brisket and wine. So he had room for both, somehow, in his pants. Nice work, Mom, or catch up?
Catch up.
Austin Simmons remains jailed on $5,000 bond after police charge him with felony battery for allegedly throwing a ketchup packet at another man in a Florida bus terminal. The victim had been checking on Simmons, who appeared to be unconscious when Simmons then woke up really upset and threw an open ketchup packet at the victim. According to the records, the victim had 2 spots of ketchup on his jacket from the 0.3-ounce packet.
Oh, my God.
Which officers found on the ground open with ketchup pouring out. While Simmons denied striking him, he did admit that he gave the victim a ketchup packet. The incident escalated to a third-degree felony charge because he has a prior battery conviction, and this carries a 5-year minimum prison sentence.
Come on.
BJ.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
Now, police also charge him with drug possession because they found a bunch of coke on him, too. But the battery charge is something that they're taking on top of the drug charges because he threw a ketchup packet at somebody.
I mean, come on.
I agree. Not cool. Don't do it. Is it felony assault?
No.
I don't know,
couldn't
man.
hurt you. It can't hurt you. You know, like I feel like there's a great difference between a brick and a packet of anything.
Let me ask you this. Because spitting on somebody is also considered assault. Is that a felony assault charge to you?
I don't really. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
But here's the thing:
Disrespectful.
is the spit part could carry with it disease. So I feel like that's a different ballgame.
Well, you don't know what's in that ketchup packet, to be fair.
Oh, come on.
You're doing a lot of trusting. I'm just saying I get
By
it.
that, I probably should be in jail for against my own self.
Yeah, you
of how
spill
many
stuff on
times
your
I've spilled ketchup on myself.
Do you have any idea how much Big J has assaulted himself?
I
over the
just
years?
assaulted myself. I gotta go to jail.
I don't think self-assault is a crime, for the record.
It should be.
Wrap it up with nice work, Mom. A Georgia mother and unlicensed tattoo artist now faces criminal charges after a 14-year-old received a full sleeve tattoo in violation of state law. The boy's father, Chris, who has full custody, called police after his son returned home on December 28th, what he considered to be a very inappropriate arm-length tattoo. Deputies found basically this unlicensed tattoo artist at a barbershop where he initially denied doing anything, but later admitted that he did tattoo the full sleeve at the mother's request. Nesbitt acknowledged that he lacks proper licensing and failed to obtain a signed consent form through parental permission. But even if they did have it, it still would not have made the tattoo legal. Tattoos in Georgia have to happen with anything can't happen to anybody under 16 no matter what. And only under 18 when performed by licensed physicians or for cosmetic purposes. So they arrested the tattoo artist and now the mom as well. Both face up to a year in jail and $1,000 fine if convicted. So can't give your 14-year-old a full sleeve tattoo, Big J. I'm sorry.
Yeah, can you? Oh, man. I mean, one tattoo I get would be bad too, but a whole sleeve? I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, from an unlicensed tattoo artist.
Yeah, like, wow, man. I can't even imagine that poor dad.
No, I mean, it can't look good, right? Maybe it does. I don't know.
I doubt it.
Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your headlines. You're up to date on everything. We got your bad impressions. They're next on the X Rocks.
Bad impressions.
So far, I'm not impressed.
On the Morning After with Nick and Big J.
Yeah, and we've got some tickets for you here. The Devil Wears Prada coming to the Knitting Factory with the Flowers Tour on March 25th. So we'll line you up with some tickets here if you can figure out the clues to bad impressions.
I think you should. 208-287-1003 is the number you need to call if you'd like to play. Bad Impressions works like this. Big J has got 3 clues. Ideally, they all point you in the direction of somebody pretty famous.
Yeah, well, it's a famous band.
Okay, so a famous band today. And if you can figure out that band in 3 clues or less, congratulations. It's you going to the Devil Wears Prada tour. Are you ready, Big J?
Yes.
Then let's go to the phones. Hello, the X.
Good morning.
Good morning, man. What's your name?
This is Dave.
All right, Dave, you're up first. Good luck.
All right, here we go. We formed our band in 1981, but moved up the road. Oh, I'm sorry. We formed our band in 1981 in Los Angeles, but moved up the road to San Francisco. Our headquarters is located in the Presidio.
Next.
I don't think it's braggadocious to call us the biggest band in metal. So much so, people are begging us to do the Sphere.
Yeah, I think I got it. I'll hear the last one.
It's not all about the money. We also give back big time. Thanks to our All in My Hands Foundation, which we started after St. Anger.
Metallica?
That is exactly right, Metallica.
Nailed it, Dave. Hang on 1 second. We'll hook you up with those Devil Wears Prada tickets. Why is Metallica in the news?
Well, they've teamed up with Doc Martens, Nick,
Finally.
for a new line of shoes and boots. The 1460 boot has artwork from the band's 1988 Damaged Justice Tour, and there's another shoe with artwork from the 1986 Damaged Inc. Tour, both going on sale on January 29th at their site. They are awesome looking.
Do you have a preference? Are you going to try to get both? Are you going to try to get neither?
Now, Doc Martens, they tear my heel up big
Is that
time.
what it is?
Big time. So,
What if you put the little Dr. Scholl's in there? Make yourself feel
yeah,
better with all the
Dr.
padding.
Scholl's in the Doc Martens.
Yeah,
It's a good
double
idea.
your
A lot of-
doctors.
Yeah, exactly. Might be a good idea. They're great motorcycle boot, but
You're going to hard
my-
pass on them, huh?
maybe, yeah.
That's
They're kind of
too
pricey. A couple $100.
Oh, really? They're like
Yeah.
$200? Oh, listen, yeah, Doc Martens aren't cheap if you want the official ones, but kind of cool. Is there a one that you like more than the other? Artwork-wise?
The Damaged Justice Tour one is pretty badass.
Okay.
So
Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your bad impressions. We'll wrap up the show here next on the X Rocks. Well, that's the latest from Daughtry. That's the bottom here on the Morning After with Nick and Big J. That's going to wrap it up for us for this Friday and for this week. Thanks to Coral from the Comedy Lounge for popping by, talking about the sold-out shows tonight and tomorrow with A.J. Wilkerson, but some great shows on tap for the Comedy Lounge. You can check out loungeboise.com if you'd like to get more information on those. Maybe grab yourself a ticket or two for a great night out on the town and enjoy some laughs. We also had a chance to give you the world premiere of the new Rob Zombie song. That was fun. Big J played a Guar cover for you for the Song of the Week. I think that was a good time as well, but it leaves you with the floor, Big J.
yeah, we got going to have more good times tomorrow. Can't wait to hang out with a bunch of you metalheads at the Record Exchange for the Megadeth listening party that's going on at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Come out. There's going to be tons of cool stuff to be had. And, of course, the Record Exchange, always nice to hang out.
Yeah, they've got autographed Megadeth poster that somebody's going to win. They have some vinyl exclusives that you can pick up there if you're a super fan, and you can just listen to the album top to bottom. And I know you're interested in hearing the Metallica cover, right?
Yeah. I'm keeping a virgin ears until tomorrow afternoon.
Although I think Mustaine would probably take umbrage with me calling it a Metallica cover. But
No, I don't think so.
you don't think so?
No.
I thought he was kind of claiming that as his own song.
No,
All right.
not at all.
All right, good.
Actually, the opposite. I mean, he's lately just been going on and shining flowers on Metallica and all of that. It's crazy.
Friendship is rare.
Well,
And
getting close to dying is rare.
So listen to the Megadeth album and wax poetic with Big J about Dave Mustaine's health tomorrow at the Record Exchange. That listening party is going to begin at 1. We will see you on Monday. We'll give you all the details for our big game party. We know where we're going to be. We want you to join us, so we'll let you know what that is on Monday and some more tickets up for grabs as well. Have a good weekend. Jason Drew's up next. It's the X.